Hello, welcome to Master It Monday. I am your host, Maggie Carey. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the secret to selling more on LinkedIn. Now, you guys know that anytime I find something new, I cannot wait to share it with you. Well, that's what happened for me recently. This was something that I had found that I said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is a way where you can take what take your LinkedIn and figure out exactly what you're doing right and what you could improve upon. Now, you know, LinkedIn has been around. It is older than Facebook. Believe it or not, it was designed initially to help business professionals kind of have their information out there and to connect with each other. And, you know, it's a great way to meet people in your field. It's a great way to generate leads. It's a great way to build a personal brand for yourself on this amazing, amazing platform. So, however, there is every once in a while, I find something that I didn't know about. And I'm always here to share that information with you. So if you're joining me today, always make sure you leave your information in the chat below. I love to find out who's there, what your questions are, and how we can help you get the most out of today's lesson. So I hate to call it a lesson. It's like a fun tip. Like, this is really great. A great tool to figure out things like, look, we're all competitive. We all want to get an A. I get it. Some people more competitive than others, but this is a way to rate how you're doing on LinkedIn. The better your score, the better you're going to draw in people to your business, to your profile as leads, right? Do we see where this is going? Obviously, you could say, okay, so the more active I am on LinkedIn, the more exposure I'm going to get, the more clients I'm going to have the potential to get in front of. Take a deep breath, because this tool will show you exactly where you're going. And the beauty of this tool is it's free. So I'm going to dive right into this because I cannot wait any longer to share this. So this is a tool that is called, I'm sorry, trying to pull up all the wonderful little notes that I made so that you could see them. So one of the things that you're going to see is this, the LinkedIn Social Selling Index. Oh, that's the beauty of live TV, right? So LinkedIn has this social selling index that'll give you an idea of how well you are performing on LinkedIn. And it's free. And what you're going to notice is that this tool provides you percentages on different categories. It rates you on 4 different elements and measures you so that you can see things on your profile so that you can improve them, or know, hey, I'm nailing it on this area. Maybe I should focus more on that. And it'll give you ideas like how these 4 elements for social selling will give you ideas like how to establish your personal brand and how to find the right people, right? Now, the right people, I'm not being, I want to make sure I'm clear on this. The right people are the right people for you. Who are your ideal clients and where do they sit? Or who are the great referrers or the people that you want to connect with on LinkedIn? Okay. It'll also tell you about how engaged you are and give you insights. And it'll also help you with your relationships and establishing those. You'll hear this ad nauseum from many other social media strategists, and they tell you, and business coaches, be authentic, right? Be your authentic, amazing self. But, you also want to be a little strategic. So here, after a long wait, is the link that you want to go to. So go to linkedin.com/sales/SSI. And that's what we were talking about here, where it's the LinkedIn Social Selling Index. Now, that LinkedIn link it's going to depend on you and who you are and what you do on LinkedIn. So it's going to be different for everybody. Let's just show my screen here and I'll share with you what mine looks like right now and where I need to improve, right? So I went to linkedin.com/sales/SSI. It's telling me my social selling index. I am at my industry ranking in the top 1%. So I am thrilled with that. That's insane. I was very happy when I saw that. Now, there's the network SSI rank. I'm in the top 3%. Still a nice showing. So here is the current selling index. Now, with this index, you're going to see I have 74%. That's broken up into those 4 components we were talking about. So apparently, out of 25, I have a 19 for establishing my personal brand. Now, let's just look at these question marks here. If I click on the current selling index, it tells me my social selling index, SSI, measures how effective you are at establishing your professional brand, finding the right people, engaging with insights, and building relationships. It's updated daily. So when you come in here, go in, check it out, do a screenshot, note where you are right now so you can establish what works and what doesn't work as you go on. So let's break down into these 4 components. The establish your personal brand, you complete your profile with customer in mind. Be thought leader by publishing meaningful posts. Now, we have a workshop coming up on LinkedIn profiles with how you can really build your profiles so that you can get an all-star rating on LinkedIn. That's something that you need to have. You need to go into your LinkedIn profile, you need to update it. And there are certain tips that you'll gain in this workshop that'll help you with that. So consider, going to masteritmedia.com/showtime. And in there, you're going to see, let's, pull this off so you can get that website there. Go to masteritmedia.com and you'll be able to find out how to sign up for that workshop. Now, in this establishing your personal brand, and also that's the first part. You want a complete profile, fill it out, make sure it's using keywords and all those tips and tricks I'm going to be sharing, you want to have in your profile. The other thing, become a thought leader by publishing meaningful posts. Notice it doesn't say post all the time. It doesn't say post every week. It doesn't say post every day. What it says is become a thought leader by publishing meaningful posts. Quality over quantity. I usually say 3 to 4 posts a week, but that's posts. That's not just the only piece of it, though. So finding the right people is the next step. Finding the right people, identify better prospects in less time using efficient search and research tools. Now, if you go back into our other Master It Mondays, you're going to see some tips on how to search for second and third contacts so that you can make connections with people who are already connected with people you're connected to. That sound confusing? Okay, so if I'm connected to Jane and Jane is connected to Bill, but I'm not connected to Bill, well, Bill is a second connection and Jane is first. So I want to make sure that I'm connecting with Bill, and I can always go in and say, hey, Bill, I see you're connected with Jane. Would love to connect with you on LinkedIn. Now, these are people that are good. Like, you have that person who's a great contact for you. You want to connect to those other people that are like them so that you can continue to build and build and build your network. This third one is engaging with insights. Now, engaging with insights means you're discovering and sharing conversation worthy updates to create and grow relationships. So, this could be somebody who posted a blog post on LinkedIn or an article on LinkedIn or shared some content on LinkedIn. You're connected with them, maybe you're following them. You take that post and you share it to your personal profile. You share it and then say something about it, right? This is where you're establishing that engagement with somebody. That person gets notified that you've shared it. You've now introduced that person to a whole group of people that may not have seen it because they're not connected with that person. Always make sure that you are tagging that person as well. That gives you a little extra oomph. And if you have somebody that you think would find it interesting, like say, you could always start with the @ sign and start typing, but sometimes when you just start typing, it'll come up. So if I go, Tina, this is what we were talking about yesterday, right? This can kind of help get that engagement, get in front of more people. And again, you're engaging, you're also putting in some details as to why you feel this is important and why you think it's important to post on your page or on your personal profile, right? You want to be consistent with your brand. It's got to be on brand, of course, and make that happen. Now, building relationships, you can see here, I'm at a 24.8 out of 25. So my relationship building is strong, which I'm really happy about. And let's just say it's I find and establishing trust is key here with decision makers, right? I'm establishing that relationship with people. So I'm doing really well on this build relationship, but guys, man, I'm weak at finding the right people. What am I doing in here that I'm not identifying better prospects in less time using efficient search and research tools? So that's the thing that I'm going to work on for next week. And every once in a while, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to see if this number is increasing. Am I making the effect that I need? Now, remember, this is all using the free tools of LinkedIn. I want to be really specific about this because you can get a tremendous amount of value from LinkedIn using their free resources. Now, yes, they do have a paid resource. If you ever see like somebody has a LinkedIn and it's gold, right? They're a premier member. They pay for that and they get all these really cool benefits. You don't need it in order to get this social selling index. And apparently it does make things faster. I mean, that's why it's paid, right? There are things that it allows you to get that you can't get with the free version. Don't let not having the premium version prevent you from taking advantage of the free version and what it has to offer. There's a lot of people with tens of thousands of connections and followers that are using the free version, and you can too. So, I just wanted to shout that out because sometimes we get wrapped up in I've got to pay in order to get better, faster, stronger. And yes, you do, but you don't always have to pick and choose what you want to do. And let me know if you do have the paid version of LinkedIn. Do you find it valuable? Do you like it? I'd love to hear. Now, here's in addition to that selling score, I am being compared to other people in my industry. So if you see and hear other people in my industry don't have what the numbers I have, which makes me very happy, right? So in the sales professional and public relations and communication industry, which is where social media sits, I have the average SSI is 35, okay? I'm at 74. And I can also see where other people are weak. Where they're weak. So you can see here, establishing a personal brand is at 11.78. I'm at 19.3. So I can see here that even though I'm weak in certain areas, I'm stronger in every single component of people that are also in my industry. Now that you know, that gives you kind of a baseline, right? So if you see that this is stronger than your profile, you know where you want to focus on, because it's going to say, you know what, in this scenario, build relationships is 12% and establish professional brand is 11, almost 12% as well. So those would be the two things that I would want to focus on, if I was weaker in those areas. The other thing that it gives you is the people in your network. These are the people that are your first connections. So in here, I can see that people in my network are a little bit better than people in my industry, and that people in my network are at a 39, which, I rank in the top 3% of my entire network, which is fantastic, right? Um, Here you can see the areas again, what's stronger. I've got a nice idea of what people are doing, what their strengths are, where they're going. So keep in mind, this is something that you can get for free. The linkedin.com/sales/SSI, and go in and see what your ranking is. If you're brave, share it. Beat me. I want somebody out there is going to have a better one than me, and I love to hear about it. So make sure you share what it is, where you have, where you've had, where you see you have room for improvement, just like I did. But I want to just, if you're really not 100% sold on this, but look, this is a free tool. So, like, if it's free, what do you have to lose but a little bit of your time? Because here's the thing: social selling leaders get better results. That means that people who are selling on social media are getting better results than people who don't. Okay? According to LinkedIn, that social selling leaders create 45%. That's almost 50, that's almost half more opportunities than their peers with a lower SSI. So having a strong SSI is going to relate to getting more sales. It's just a numbers game, right? Social seller leaders are 50 more percent likely to reach quota. Do you deal with a quota? If you do, here's a way to get that quota up by doing, not selling, being on LinkedIn and being authentic. And yes, you're selling, but you're selling in a manner that is non-aggressive. You're selling in a manner that is sharing your knowledge, your expertise, your community spirit, your knowledge with your products and services, and your relationships with other people, strengthening those so you can get those valuable referrals, right? Now, here is the last piece of information I'm going to share with you, and this is 78% of social sellers outsell peers who don't use social media. Now, I'm not just telling you that because I'm a social media strategist. I got into helping people with social media because that's where I saw most businesses struggle. And look, when you're working at growing your social media presence, you're working at growing your sales. You're working at growing that bottom line. This is where we're in business to make money. We're not in business, to just provide great information. That's wonderful, right? Like, I'm here, I'm providing you with some valuable free information. But what I'm doing is I'm building my social media channels. I'm sharing valuable content so that people can understand what I'm doing and why I do it and what I do, so that I can draw people in to my sales funnel so that they could learn about the services and products that we offer that are paid, because I give out a ton of free information that's really valuable that you can apply today. You can go to this site, you can apply this today, and you can help grow your business right now for free with everything I've told you today. Just imagine what clients I have that pay for our services get. They get an amazing amount of value. They give us 30 minutes of their time, and I give them a whole month of content. So if that's something that you're interested in, pop over to masteritmedia.com. Don't forget, regardless of your price point, we have a tool, a solution for you. We've got our YouTube channel that's free. We have our YouTube, here's our YouTube channel. You can always pop over to our Instagram. We always share information there. We have Teleprompter, which is a low-cost weekly group coaching program that you can join and get workshops that we offer we offer workshops on our profile. We're doing the profiles this week, so you can pop over there. And of course, we have our social media services where we can publish for you on your socials. Like, all of this stuff is things that are going to help you grow. Now, it is coming to the end of the year. We offer a freebie. This is our masteritmedia.com/freebie. You will get an ebook, and you'll get a 2022 social media calendar to help you with your content. So, wow, that's a lot to absorb, right? Pop on over to that LinkedIn resource, find out what your social media selling index is on LinkedIn, so that you can end up finding out where your strengths are on LinkedIn and where you can improve. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be using this. This is going to be something I'm going to be knocking it out of the park. Take 10 to 15 minutes a day to go on LinkedIn and start engaging and see if this number improves. Well, I hope you found today's Master It Monday helpful. We are here every Monday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and we're always providing tips to help you take the commotion out of your promotion. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you next Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern.